Capricorn, stop scrolling. This week is not like the others. From May 20th to May 24th, the universe is placing you at a rare karmic checkpoint. A test so powerful, it only comes once every few years. And if you fail, the consequences could ripple into 2030. Yes, you heard that right. One wrong move, one of 3 critical mistakes, could set your soul mission back 6 entire years. But here's the powerful part. If you rise, if you pass this test, you'll unlock a new timeline, one filled with divine upgrades, spiritual acceleration, and the success you've been praying for. This is your final exam from the universe before June begins. And time is ticking. So if you've been feeling like something big is coming, like you're being watched or tested spiritually, like the old you is no longer enough for the future you desire, you're not crazy, you're tuned in. In this video, I'll reveal why May 20th to 24th is spiritually different. The 3 mistakes most Capricorns are about to make, and how to make sure you don't miss the path you were born to walk. This is about legacy, alignment, and finally claiming the life you know is waiting for you. Comment below right now. I'm ready for the test. I align with my divine destiny. Because Capricorn, the countdown has already begun. Let's begin. Capricorn, you've always been the climber, the one who keeps pushing, no matter how steep the mountain. But May 20th to May 24th, this isn't just another climb, it's your spiritual summit. The universe is activating something called a Saturn return checkpoint. Now Saturn is your ruling planet, the planet of karma, discipline, and divine timing. And this checkpoint, it's rare, it's real, and it's loaded with spiritual consequences. Over these 5 days, you may feel things shifting that you can't quite explain. Delays out of nowhere. Old wounds rising back up, past people or patterns reappearing unexpectedly. But don't see these as problems. These are portals in disguise. Every moment is asking you a single, soul-deep question. Are you truly ready to receive what you've been praying for? Because here's the truth. If you're ready, you'll respond with maturity, alignment, and trust. But if you're not, you'll react, run, or fall right back into that cycle you already know too well. This week is a mirror, Capricorn. One side reflects your past habits. The other shows the version of you that's been waiting to break free. And the only thing separating the two? Your choices. So don't take this week lightly. Don't brush off the signs. This isn't coincidence. It's divine calibration. Comment below. I'm ready to face the mirror. I choose growth over comfort. Because if you pass this checkpoint, the climb turns into a quantum leap. Capricorn, one of your greatest gifts is your unshakable loyalty to your goals. You don't give up. You don't back down. You grind harder when others quit. But sometimes, that very strength becomes your spiritual blind spot. From May 20th to May 24th, you may feel an overwhelming urge to force something that's already falling apart. You'll tell yourself, maybe it just needs more effort. Maybe I'm being tested to hold on tighter. Maybe if I just push through a little longer, it'll work. But Capricorn, here's the truth no one wants to admit. Not everything is meant to be saved. This week, the universe is showing you what has expired, what has reached the end of its spiritual contract, what was once aligned, but is now draining your light. You may feel it through emails that go silent, projects that stall, no matter how much energy you give. People whose energy shifts without warning. These are not rejections. They are divine interruptions, placed to reroute you before it's too late. If you keep pushing, you'll end up delaying your next chapter until 2030. That's not a threat. That's the karmic law of timelines. But if you surrender, if you release the old identity, the old title, the old attachment, you'll feel something shift, almost instantly. A door opens, a conversation flows, a weight lifts, because once you stop forcing, you start flowing, and flow is where your miracles live. So ask yourself honestly, Are you holding on to something just because you've held it for so long? Are you trying to revive something that has already spiritually ended? Are you trying to finish a chapter the universe already closed? This is karmic mistake number 1, and it's the easiest trap to fall into when you're the strong one. But real strength? It's not holding on tighter. Real strength is knowing when to say, "This no longer serves my growth, I release it." Because when you make space by letting go, the universe rushes in to fill it with something greater. Comment. Right now. I let go of what's not aligned. I trust the redirection. Capricorn, if the old path is crumbling, let it. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. And by June, that new path will become clear, and it will feel like home. Capricorn, you've always prided yourself on being grounded, logical, and disciplined. You make plans, you follow steps, you build carefully. But from May 20th to May 24th, your usual tools, logic, structure, reason, might suddenly stop working. Why? Because this time, the universe isn't asking for your brain. It's asking for your soul. Karmic mistake number 2 is ignoring your inner voice, that sacred whisper deep inside you that knows before anything makes sense. And during this karmic window, that voice will speak louder than ever. You may feel it in quiet moments. You may feel it when you're alone, when you're driving, when you're lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling. It'll tell you, this isn't where you're supposed to be. That opportunity feels off, even if it looks great. There's something better, but you have to trust. But instead of listening, you might stay in a job, relationship, or routine that feels wrong just because it looks right. Brush off your gut instinct because it's not backed by proof. Numb out the discomfort with overwork, scrolling, food, or fake positivity. All of that is noise, and the universe, it's about to take the volume down, way down. You'll notice it, moments of stillness, delays, time where nothing moves. These pauses aren't punishments, they're sacred setups, a test to see, will you trust the quiet voice inside you, even if there's no logical reason to do so? Because here's the truth, if you keep ignoring your inner guidance, you may not get another spiritual opening like this again until 2030. But if you trust it, even when it scares you, you'll trigger a cosmic shift. The confusion clears, a message lands, divine, timely, unmissable. A door opens, one you didn't even know existed. This is your intuition checkpoint. And Capricorn, your soul has been preparing you for this moment for years. Don't talk yourself out of your own breakthrough. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to feel what's right. Because when you listen to your soul, you never get lost. Comment right now. I trust my inner voice. My soul always knows the way. This isn't about logic, this is about alignment. And if you pass this part of the test, the next chapter won't just make sense, it will feel like destiny finally unfolding. Capricorn, this is the part of the journey where many fall short. Not because they're weak, not because they're unworthy, but because they hesitate. The final karmic mistake, and the most dangerous, is indecision. From May 20th to May 24th, the universe will put you at a crossroads. One path feels safe, predictable, and familiar. But deep down, you know it's been draining you. The other path, uncertain, uncomfortable, unknown, but also filled with divine potential and everything your soul has secretly been craving. Capricorn, here's the truth. You can't walk both paths anymore. You've been trying. But now, the cosmic clock is ticking. This 5-day window is not about waiting for clarity, it's about choosing alignment. And if you don't, if you stay frozen in between, your progress doesn't stop. It just pauses, for months, even years, for some, until 2030. This is spiritual limbo, and it's the most expensive place your soul can stay. Watch for the signs this week. Feeling stuck or anxious without clear reason. seeing the same message or synchronicity over and over, angel numbers like 1111, 444, or 222, screaming, "It's time!" These aren't coincidences. They're your soul's GPS trying to break through the fear. You don't need to leap off a cliff. You just need to move, even one small action. Send the email, make the call, commit to the dream. Close the chapter. Because even the tiniest decision during this karmic window can shift your entire timeline. You don't need to know the whole plan, just the next step. Remember, if you freeze, you're not punished, but you are delayed, and destiny doesn't wait forever. But if you choose your higher path, even scared, even unsure, the universe rallies behind you. Doors open, energy shifts, momentum builds. This is not just a decision, it's a vote for your future. So ask yourself honestly, what choice am I avoiding? What have I been postponing out of fear, not truth? Am I living by survival, or am I ready to live by soul? Comment below right now. I choose my higher path. I will not wait in fear. Capricorn, indecision is no longer an option. This is your moment of activation. Choose boldly, choose truth, and watch how fast the universe responds. Let's take a deep breath, Capricorn, because it's time to see the bigger picture. May 20th to May 24th isn't bad luck. It's not a punishment, and it's definitely not random. This window, these 5 potent days, are what we call a final karmic checkpoint, a spiritual moment of truth, a line in the sand between your old patterns and your higher path. And here's what this period is really doing for you. 1. It's closing a karmic loop that began in 2018. Think back to 2018. What was happening in your life? What relationships were forming or falling apart? What dreams were you chasing or abandoning? This week, echoes from that chapter will resurface, not to haunt you, but to heal you. This is the final clearing of that old cycle. The universe is giving you a chance to say, I learned the lesson, I'm ready to move forward, for real this time. 2. It's preparing you for a destiny upgrade, June-October. Yes, Capricorn, there is something better ahead. Between June and October, your life can shift dramatically in career, relationships, confidence, even finances. But that elevation, that breakthrough, it can only happen if you're spiritually prepared. That's what this test is about. This is your preparation phase. And those who pass this energetic trial will be fast-tracked to receive what they've been manifesting for years. 3. It's awakening a higher version of you. Most of your life, you've lived by structure, rules, routines, plans, survival, logic, control. But now, the universe is inviting you to step into a version of you that lives by intuition, faith, and alignment. To stop surviving and start thriving. This version of you doesn't chase. They attract. They trust their timing. They say no to what drains them and yes to what ignites them, even if it's unfamiliar. Capricorn, the future timeline where you rise, expand, and align already exists. It's written. It's waiting. But here's the catch. That timeline is locked behind your choices this week. Not next month, not next year. Now, your higher self, your angels, your ancestors, they are all watching to see what you'll choose. Do you step forward? Do you evolve? Do you finally release what was never meant to stay? Comment below right now. I am ready to evolve. I choose my future timeline. Because Capricorn, this is your defining moment, and everything you've gone through has led to this decision. Capricorn, let's get real for a moment. This isn't just another zodiac forecast. This is a spiritual crossroads. From May 20th to May 24th, something bigger than astrology is at play. You are standing in front of a divine mirror, and what you do next will shape your life until 2030. This is about more than planets and predictions. This is about alignment, purpose, and soul evolution. Because during this 5-day window, your higher self is watching. Your ancestors are whispering guidance. Your spirit guides are placing signs, numbers, delays, and nudges all around you. They are not judging you. They are rooting for you. They are watching closely because this is the moment they've been preparing you for. And they all want to know one thing. Will you repeat the old pattern or finally break free? Capricorn, you already know what's not working. You already feel what's trying to end. And you've already been shown, again and again, that something bigger is calling you. So the choice becomes simple. Do you stay in the loop of lessons, or do you step into the life you were born to live? Because if you do, if you break the pattern, listen to your intuition, and take aligned action, a door opens, and that door isn't just about money, status, or success. That door is multidimensional. It's emotional freedom. It's spiritual alignment. It's becoming the version of yourself that no longer fights for scraps, but flows with the divine current of destiny. Capricorn, this is your soul contract renewal moment. Your next 6 years are being written right now, through every decision, every surrender, every brave move you make during this cosmic test. Don't ignore the timing. Don't play small out of fear. Don't let old cycles steal another year of your life. Drop this in the comments right now. I will pass the test. I choose my destiny. Let the universe hear it. Let your spirit feel it. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, because more divine messages are coming, and they're getting louder. This isn't the end of your story. It's the activation of your next chapter. Capricorn, you are being chosen for something greater. This week is not a breakdown, it's your breakthrough. Don't miss what's next.